But one of the biggest things that I love about this is that where can a pro athlete, a flight attendant be teamed up with a doctor such as Dr. Newman and have these kind of
Right.
relationships and partnerships? And think about when people do this, everyone brings something different to the table, and we're all going to win together and make this happen. We're all just getting started. I mean, we've only been involved for 30 months. Company's been around for 20 years, which I like because it's been going on, paid everybody for 20 years. You were going to say something.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to just echo what you're saying, Steve. When you're called a brand partner for coming into this company, it really is meant with total sincerity. There are so many things out there that are offering people the opportunity to make money. Where do you get this much training for free? Where do you get wall-to-wall wraparound support? There are so many educational forums like this one that we're holding tonight going on all week, every week throughout the year. You have the spirit of wanting to help. The reason I'm here is because I want to share what I understand about this and how special it is, because there are folks out there who don't work with photobiomodulation every day. I want to share with them what I've got so it helps them be better at what they do. We all want to do this for each other. And that's the other delight of coming into LifeWave, is that we're brand partners with a ton of partners, and it's a lot of fun.
Now, I want to talk to you about this real quick because actually this team right here started with a doctor, Gina's friend, our friend, Dr. Presant and his wife Leslie, who sponsored Dr. Whitman, who's one of the best neurologists,
Yeah.
as Dr. Newman will tell you, in the country. And then he sponsored Dr. Newman, which is interesting. Is Larry loves doing what he's doing. He's done it his whole life. I'm not going to find no other doctor like Dr. Presant that is more passionate about what he does. But he also loves living life and wants to retire someday. And this is going to be his retirement. So he sees what this can potentially, and think about it, somebody in the medical field's got to put together a serious amount of income to to retire and also to keep that lifestyle. So Dr. Newman, tell us, this is my question, would a professional in the medical field need to put this together for their retirement? Is this a good idea for them to do this?
1,000%, Steve. And I'm glad you're giving me this opportunity, because I want to speak to those of you who are not in the medical field. It's very intimidating to try and speak to a doctor sometimes, and you feel like they know so much. And, I'm coming to talk to them about health. And these are the guys who went to medical school and who've been practicing in the field for decades. So the first thing to share with you is the reason why so many doctors are leaving medicine, the reason why there are so many that have gone into business rather, or just hung up their license and stopped doing what they were doing, is because it really doesn't pay. In the vast majority of the disciplines in medicine, it doesn't pay enough to allow them to retire in comfort. We're paying off the debts that we incurred in college for decades. Some are carrying it until retirement. We're paying off tremendous insurance rates, the professional liabilities and all of the other stuff. The overheads are tremendous. And for those medical practices that are in network with the medical insurance industries, we have so much overhead of employing people to file those claims, to pursue the claims that just don't get paid or get turned down. It's a tremendous amount of energy, investment, and money. So all of my colleagues that I speak to are in the same position. They're kind of like struggling and saying, how can I ever retire? It just doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that. So yes, this is something that people of the highest caliber in the medical profession really need. That's the first thing I want to share with you. The second thing I want to share with you is those of you who do feel intimidated or worried about approaching physicians, you really shouldn't feel that way, because you're coming with something that is so systemic and so basic that if they take the time to really look at it and listen to what's going on behind the scenes and look at the studies, some of which I shared with you tonight, they're going to see right away that this is very solidly based and very healthy. And remember too, that we don't claim that this patch can either cure or heal or remedy any kind of condition. No, this is far more fundamental. This is what I want to get people to understand. It's kind of like, if I say to you, you need to drink water, you need to hydrate yourself so that your body can heal from your having had the flu or COVID or after your operation. So now are you going to tell me, go and do $20 million of research to prove to me that the water can really work? No, I just want you to use your body to heal itself. This is like that water. It's life force.
Well, you know what? Thank you so much for sharing. And I think if you, as you go through, you don't know who is going to be the next person that comes into your business that is in the medical field. I mean, think about this. We actually had a relationship very close with Dr. Presant and his wife, Leslie. So that was a relationship. But everyone in your team, as you're listening to Dr. Newman, someone's got a brother that's a doctor, someone's got an uncle. Sooner or later, this is going to happen into your business. And if you find a team of doctors like Dr. Newman that, hey, they love their field, they're professionals, they understand it, but they're also being real, saying, hey, you know what? I want to learn how this water skier and this flight attendant are generating income far greater than any doctor could in their practice, and they're able to live a lifestyle. That's what I want to live. And then they get to team up with those people. And if you really share your heart, like I've already talked to Dr. Newman and say, hey, we're going to team up with as busy as you are and our knowledge and our system, and we're going to create this incredible secondary stream of income for you and your family. And when they hear that and you're sincere about it, they want to be part of it. But then you're going to have to deliver too and put the effort in. Don't be afraid of putting the work in, because that's what it takes to succeed in any business. I do love what you were saying, because this is me as an entrepreneur. I used to sit in my ski boat saying, I love this career. I love what I do. Everybody wants to be me. And I'm thinking, there's got to be a better way. Someone's got to share. I used to say, not everybody wants to barefoot water ski. I know that. I need something that everybody needs. So I'm just like you, thinking, what is the invention? What's something? Is somebody going to come to something with me? And it happened for me. So it's amazing that a doctor has got that same mindset that someone that didn't go to medical school. We're both thinking along the lines of what's going to come my way that I can take advantage of. And that's how this is. And that's basically how you got to portray how this opportunity works. So, hey, thanks for sharing with us, Dr. Newman. We really appreciate it.
Excited. And thank you for the honor. And yes, Steve, I was blown away by the level of support that you were willing to offer to me as soon as I reached out to you. Yeah. And I know it's sincere. I know it's authentic. I've gotten the same from Dr. Larry and Leslie. They're the most amazing people. And from Brad Whitman, my friend. So this is what we're all here for, all of us. And if anybody out there wants to reach out to me to hear a little bit more about the stuff I shared with you tonight, total pleasure. It'll be my pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That was
Thanks for having me.
Incredible. Wow, wow, wow.